After watching Deadpool and Wolverine, there are still a few unanswered questions which are pretty important to understand. So let's start with the first one, and it is about Laura. So the question is, why was Laura actually pruned in the first place? Because she was obviously in the void, so that means she was obviously pruned, but why? Well, to answer this question, we first need to answer another question, and that is question, from which universe did she belong? Did she belong from the proper Logan universe, which was regarded as 10005? Was she from there where Logan actually died? Was she from there, or was she from some other universe where a similar kind of situation happened with Logan, but maybe Logan just didn't die as heroically as the proper Logan actually died? So these are the two very important questions about Laura, but if I talk about answering them, I think Laura did belong to the 10005 universe, and she was pruned because she was the reason why Logan died in the first place in the 2017 Logan movie. Okay, let me explain. So in this movie, we were introduced to the concept of anchor, of an anchor being. Like every universe has an anchor being, has an anchor superhero. If that superhero dies, the entire universe will actually cease to exist. And in this universe, it was obviously Logan. Logan was the anchor being. And as I said, Laura was kind of the reason why Logan died. I mean, yeah, it's a very far-fetched theory, but that could be one of the reasons, and perhaps maybe therefore Laura was pruned. But if I talk about the second possibility, that she might not be from the 10005 universe, which we have established was the Logan universe, she might be from another universe, and so we do not know what she did out there. So that could be one of those possibilities. Now let's talk about question 2. Is Deadpool the new anchor being of this universe? Because at the end of the movie, when B-15 arrives, she realizes that the health of this universe, this current universe, 10005 universe, it was actually decaying at first. That's why Paradox wanted to end that universe in the first place and just speed up the process. But here, Hunter B-15 realizes that the health of this universe is actually improving. Instead of decaying, it is actually improving, and it is actually getting better and better and better. And that is where she realized that these two guys have pulled off something very big, and maybe they have a new anchor being here. But who could be that new anchor being? And that could be Logan again, because as we know, this Logan kind of serves as a spiritual return of Logan into the MCU if you talk about some meta things. And yeah, that's really the case with this movie as well. This Wolverine was a loser in his universe, but he saved this universe. He saved 10005. He saved the Logan universe after Logan died. Because let's face it, if it was only Deadpool at the end, Deadpool wouldn't have been able to survive that matter and antimatter. But since there were two mutants at the end, so they both actually survived the matter and the antimatter at the end of this movie. So yeah, we can say that Wolverine is back in the MCU, and Wolverine is back in the 10005 timeline. He's not the original Wolverine from the Logan movie, mind you, but he is kind of that spiritual successor of that Wolverine, you could say. Question number 3. What happened to Blade, Elektra and Gambit? What happened to them? To understand this, we must get back to the conversation Deadpool had with Hunter B-15 at the end of this movie. He said that there were a few people who also deserve to go to their homes, and we actually see Laura back in the 10005 universe at the dinner table scene at the end of the movie. Laura was joined by Wolverine, but we didn't see Blade, Gambit and Elektra there. So did they go back to their own universes? But again, the question is their universes still intact? If no, where are they now? Are they sent into this current universe, 10005, the Logan universe? Are they sent here? Then why didn't they join the dinner scene at the end of this movie? Perhaps they just needed their own space. Question number 4. Are there more people like Paradox? Because we definitely saw that Paradox came from one of those factions of the TVA who didn't like what decision Loki took at the end of Loki season 2 when he became, God of Mischief. So there definitely could be more such factions in the TVA itself who are not liking what Loki is doing now, and they just want to prune realities, or they just want to spaghettify realities. And this point could be well addressed in the upcoming Marvel movies, especially Avengers Secret Wars, where there are heavy chances of seeing an ultimate fight between Avengers and X-Men. Question number 5 and the last one of this video. Is Deadpool a part of the MCU now? Technically yes, but still no. Well, why yes? Because all their multiverse, all the realities are now part of the MCU, but he's still in the 10005 universe, so that was the proper Logan universe. So he's still there, he's still with his family, he's still with his friends, and since this timeline is also part of the MCU, so by that logic he is a part of the MCU now, but he's still not in the 616, the proper timeline, the proper MCU timeline. He's still not there yet. So he's there in the MCU, but he's just still knocking on the door of becoming an Avenger. If you haven't checked out my review of the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, you can check that video out here. And please go down in the comment section and please share your thoughts on all of these questions. And if you have any more questions, please type them down in the comment section as well. And as always, Thank you so much for watching.